Hello all to our next stream or to my stream. Leo is sleeping and yeah, the next days I must go work. But I have things we can make at this time. I am on working, so we make little streams or little videos when you see that later. At the first, thank you for your support and for the big subscribe what we have get in the last week. Very cool. So at the moment I'm working on the big update for this tutorial. I'm working on the climbing system. I think that will the next big update for our controller. So on this video or stream, I will make sit down. Our character make some adventures, and I think he must sitting and yeah, refresh. So I have downloaded this Pref Sofa Cotton from the asset store. It's a free asset. I think it's very cool. And here's our player. And I take this, or wait, we take this sofa a little bit back. So, and now we will sit on the sofa. So, and I think at first it's good timing to start in the animator. So we're going on our player here. And this will be for interactions. So I think the next stream tutorials or videos will be a little thing in open a box, sit on a chair, or sit here on the sofa. Make a light on, off, open a door. This will come at the next time, and I think so 2-3 videos in this, and then I have free time and I finish the climbing system and bring the climbing system here for you. You see I have changed the level, a little thing here, the EV that will be for the climbing system, so later we will climbing here up with our character. And yeah, after this it's calm. Here is our pool for swimming, and when we have finished this we will go to attack and KI and so on. So, but in this we will sitting on the sofa. We're going on animator, and we have here the jumping, and we will create here a substate machine and call it interaction. Going here in it, and here we will bring all interaction from open door to open chest to sit. And now we need here for this some animations, and I look here on a sit share. This is from the keyboard movement animation set. You see here, sit down, that is sit loop, and here it's the end. So at first we take sit start, sit loop, and sit end. So that our three animations are what we need. And now we create a trigger and we call it sit. And we go here, make a transition sit here. We go here and for the trigger sit with no exit time. And now we make here next transition. We go in here from sit here. See here, this is the animation. Take the player in it. So you see he sit down. Okay, and here we need no conditions, only the has exit time, and we go here, make a transition, and for this condition we need when he end. when he will stand up from the sitting position. And from this, we take the input magnitude is greater 0.1. So, what will I do? My player go on to the chair or sofa, stand for it. I press the E key for activation and he sit down on it. And when I press forward or backward or the other key, he stand up. So for this we have here take the input magnitude and we say no exit time. And we take here a transition and go to movement idle. So we stand up. So, and for this we have here the exit time, no conditions, that's all. That is for our set. So, and yeah, we can create the system. If we go in here on the sofa, we have here the base, and on the base we give a box collider, and here we have pillows. We make a box collider. So, okay, and now we create here a 3D object, a cube. So, put it a little here. So, and I go here. So, here to here. So, okay, put it out. So, okay, this is I make it here a little. I make it here. So, and here. So, okay, we can test it later. Think a little bit more. So. That will be our sit position. So, player can here sit or can here sit down. So, and so. So, and this is our trigger. So when the player go in, a trigger action will start. So make here a new FSM and we call it sit down. So and for the first we need the action and we're looking for a trigger. And we have here trigger event. So we need it 2 times. Copy this. Past it. And as a collider, we take our player. We have here on our player attack as player, and only when the player come in, so the event will start. It's the same for stay, and we need a player. So we next state, and we call here start phase. Put it here. Start phase, and we call it trigger start. So, and here, so we are in the trigger, and here we need a press A. So, global transition press A and call it this press A. So, and here we need get key down and going here for the AK for the next. So, but when we are stand in it, we can press A, but when we going out, we are only in this state. So we need a trigger, next trigger event here. When we are going out, that is trigger exit. So, and he going back to the start phase, and these 2 points go to press A. So, you can see here, and we make a little test on it. So I will look here, mixing, okay. So let's go. So see, we are here trigger start state, and when I go in and press A. So when I press A, going to the next state, and when I go out, you see here I am the box. At the moment, the box will make the mesh render. We can disable it later. So, and when I go back here, yeah, in the start phase, this is trigger event system. And now we need a new state here. This would be the main state for sit down, and we call it sit down. So, and here global transition for sit down. And when I press A, I go to sit down. So, okay, what we need in sit down at first, we have our camera motor, what we created have here, this, and we have here a look at, and this will smooth look at direction. When I sit and I press forward or other key, so the player stand up, but he can rotate on sitting. That is not good. So this will be change. We make FSM enable specific, and we take the main camera here and the camera motor and so on, and we put this to out. So the camera will not more work at the moment. And as next, we have here a box collider. So we need to change our collider. So we go here on controller settings. So, and here we take our player. Okay. And we need a radius smaller to 0.1. Our radius at the moment is 0.3. And now we need the set animator trigger here, specific for our player here. And we need for trigger sit to start our sit. So we put it this here, this is okay. So okay, we can test it. So I stand here, go in, and I press A. So, and you see, can rotate the camera, but when I press, okay, he stand up, that's right. But the problem is, he sit not in the correct, on the sofa correctly. So, you can make with a get angle, so he translate to the position. But the problem is at the moment the delta Euler angle for Playmaker works on me not correctly. It's the first problem what I have. The other problem is animation. But I think we can look later or fix it. But at the moment we cannot make a little simple. So for this we need a rotation, a set rotation on it. So we go in here and we're looking for set rotation. Whoa, set rotation here. And this will be our player. Okay. So, and we need it on itself, not every frame, nothing. And we need it here, going on player, I rotate this this is the I axis, and this is 0. And when we stand here, see 186. So we need it for 0. So we're going here, playmaker, and say this will be 0. And now we test it. So I go in and I press E, and you see he sit. Okay, here comes the other problem is I make a mesh render out, and you see he sit not correctly. So that will be fixed. For this, we need a set position here. So he's sitting here, and we say set position after this. So this will be our player here. So, and this will be, you see this on this exit, on a Z exit. So going back here, make this, and I think -6. We can look, and we say here in a world position, not on a self. He will make it on a world. So take a look. So we go in, press E, and it's very so going on the player, it's -6. Put it here, put the mesh render out. Not this, I need the player. So here. Okay. So it looks better. That is -7.8. From the high it's okay. A little bit 4. So I think that looks good. And I copy this, set out, go here, pass this. Okay. So next test for it. And I can come here, so press E, C, sit, and I sit on the correct position. So put the mesh render out, see here, that looks okay. And I stand up and can walk, but we must enable camera and so on. So how can we do it? So after this, we need a flute compare for it. So in an animator, we say the input magnitude, so what we say here, and we say 0.0, and we make here a new state, and we call it and sit. Go here, and we pass here and sit. Passed here and sit, and we say to him when he every frame, and we need greater and sit, and we say on equal and sit. So he going back here in our and sit. And when he are on and sit, he will stand up. So we need here a finish. And we make here a weight from 0.5 going to finish. So then he stand up, and in finish we will set our camera here, we will set on, and yeah, can test it. So go here for sit, so sit, and we stand up and going back, and we have a problem with our character controller. So the problem is when I say here, the character controller will be set on, and I have here the Bugs Collider, he will press me a little 4. That looks not good. So we will make it other. So we make here, in this state, a get distance. So we say it from our cube, that's okay. And we say here a distance to our player, and we call this as new variable distance to player, so every frame. And we need here a flute compare, so here, and we put here the distance to player, we'll say 0.75, and I make here this, put it here in, and I call here total finish, and when he equal finished and when he are greater finished, so he going here, and we go here controller settings here and say here for normal, that is our normal state from this. And now we say here a next frame event, and you go back to start phase. So okay, we can test. So going here, sit down, yes, and we stand up and sit, and we going forward and can here sit and stand up. And now when we are here and I will say, oh, I would not stand up, I will sit, and I'll press E, will be do nothing. So to do this, we put it here in it, in sit down, so can test it. So sit, stand up. No, he will not stand up. Okay, so this is an error. Have a look. Sit, stand up, and sit. Okay. Sit, stand up. Okay. And I think we make this here. Oh, no. No, that's correct. That's okay. Here we are in this, and he is in the aisle. Okay, we make here other. Wait. I will set animator flute specific player the input magnitude for testing, and we store it here input magnitude every frame on update. So sit, stand up, press E for sit, and stand up. Yeah, that looks better. So sit down, stand up, and go. Yeah, looks great. Perfect. So he can sit and we can stand up, can go forward, press E, sit, stand up, sit, and stand up. Okay, fine. So this will be the problem when we are running. See it? I run here on this. He will not not set in the right position. We are here in the finished. And now when I press E, that is right. That is the other problem with the running. That will be, or this will be fixed in the next stream or video. So when we are open a chest, then we can fix this two side and to bring a visual point to see, okay, I can sit here. That will come in the next video. So this was a little video, a little stream. Hope you have learning something, and yeah, that's all. Have fun and have a good time. Bye bye.